What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles, welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having an awesome week. Mine has had some crazy ups and downs, some wild stuff. Not going to get into it here now, but yeah, just it's crazy out here. Anyway, hopefully y'all are having an awesome week. Big show tonight. We're going over everything. DJ Jedi sent along a really cool topic we're going to discuss at the 9 o'clock hour, as always. But tonight is also the big drawing for the Cobra Rattler, the Haslab, courtesy of our friend Blake Tarpley. So, we're going to wait to the absolute last minute. So stick around to find out if you will win it. So first up, let's make sure we thank all the VIP channel members here on Lyles Figure Files. That's Lost and Wireless, Jamelin Parks, Jay Woods, Blake Tarpley, James Green, Ryan Daly, David Thanos, Badgerwell Prime, Tom Finn 2018, Henry G, The Rock, Lefty Two Lions, BK, John Morrissey, and Robert Hayes. Thank you all so much for signing on to the channel. It means so much, and hopefully you guys are appreciating the additional content, the early content, the drops. So you guys can too if you haven't already subscribed. I'm working on more videos exclusive to the members, and this week just got out of hand for me. So stay tuned. I had a video all set to go. I had finished recording it, talking about Beast Kingdom's DC figure reveals, and so hype. 17 minutes, and it happened to time it right when StreamYard had some server outage, and then the video failed to process. So it was all done. I was feeling pretty good about it, and it was like, you're gonna have to do it all over again. So I will be doing it all over again. Stay tuned. Hopefully sometime this weekend. But we're on that countdown now to my birthday. So that's Sunday, post 10/27 date. So we're looking forward to that, of course. And we'll talk about what we hope to see from that. But let's see who all is here hanging out with us in the chat so far. James Green, what's up, Thursday night action figure crew? What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, James? How are you doing, man? Snake Eyes, howdy, partners. Snake Eyes wants to know, did you guys get your Giant Man? I have not gotten mine yet. I'm anxiously waiting, seeing on the ring the big FedEx guy lugging this massive box and coming home from work and seeing it there and going, I know what I'm going to be doing. Blake said, I'm seeing Giant Man reviews all over YouTube. So, question for you all: when there is a plethora of reviews on YouTube, does it mean much? I mean, do you guys care? Will you matter? Or does it matter? Would you still be interested whenever I get my Giant Man? If I do a video, is it like, I've seen 48 of these already? I don't need to see number 49. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you. All About the Village. Yo, yo, yo. All About the Villains. Direct your attention to. Wait. There he goes. He's standing just for you. Actually, he was up before. I just hadn't recorded another video since he was down. But he is back up. All right, let's see here. Oh, Robert Hayes, you got your Snake Eyes. What do you think of him? I got a shipping email. I haven't gotten that, and I've been anxiously waiting. It was like last week. I was like, Giant Man, what's up? So I'm glad to see people are getting them. I've seen a bunch of photos already on Instagram. I'm hoping to be added to the list of people posting, spamming their Instagram accounts with all kinds of fun Giant Man pictures. I have been reading on some comments that there's some issues with the face plates or one of the eyes. Robert, if you got an issue with that, let me know, please. Robert Hayes says, and finally, Jeffrey has come back to Thursday night. Pause for applause. There we go. Felix Guerrero, what's going on? Jeffrey and the Figure File crew. What's up, Felix? How are you, my man? David Thanos, what's up, people? As long as we're partying, we're all good. You be playing. Good evening, everyone. And Jeffrey, when he graces us, hope all is well. So we lost a family friend yesterday. Drunk driver, head-on collision, and just was, of course, you don't expect that kind of stuff, but it was It was rarely terrible, awful timing. So, well is relative in this case, but I've been better. Undercover Colton. Hey, everyone. What's up, UC? Has anybody gotten a Wolverine figure from the movie? David, I've seen the pictures and it's like, wow. Sometimes you see that prototype figure, it looks really good. And then somewhere in the production phase, everything got botched, but this one really looks like a mini Hugh Jackman. And this is really impressive because this isn't Hot Toys. When Hot Toys does it, I'm so accustomed to it now. It's like, yeah, that's what you should be doing for the prices of these figures. When Hasbro can do it for a 6-inch scale figure that's under $30, that's not bad. Which him did you get? You be playing Giant Man or Wolverine? Spider fans already swapped out the arms. With what? What did you do on yours? You be playing Colossus and Deadpool and Route DHL. So there's that. Say his name. He appeared. King Collector. The king is in the building. What's up, y'all? It's that time again. It's covering time. I got my Quicksilver in right now. Felix Quicksilver is it was so funny because I was it's really weird. It's when I start doing the reviews of the figures where that initial, oh man, I'm so excited to get this figure. Like when they reveal the Baron Zemo, so excited. I didn't notice, or my brain was not picking up. He doesn't have the eye mask holes. It's just like straight up little slots in the mask, which is wrong. And then when I'm going and looking through the photos, I'm like, wait, this is wrong. And the Toy Biz version had that down perfect. And I'm like, why does Hasbro miss something like that? And then with Quicksilver, it's like, wait, where are the reference photos of him in these white boots and white gloves? I can't find a one of them. And I look back through my trade collection. Of course, you can't see it. It's over on this side. But it's like, where are any of these pictures? Thumbing through, looking through the omnibuses, there's none. He's all in the yellow, lime green, whichever color you want to go with. But he's always rocking that color scheme for the boots and the gloves, not what we got with the figure. So it's weird. I almost feel like this is one case where I'm going to really try to do a great job of painting because I feel like that helped make that look so unique and different, especially when he went with the blue and white attire that he's kind of rocked since then. But it's weird. I do like the figure. I think the head sculpt is so much better. And the fact that they actually got the neck section where it's visible as opposed to painting it all the way, like the Family Matters pack. Really glad that for the most part it's accurate. The head sculpt is so much better. Green Man's here. What's up, man? Ray Pass. Hey, Jeff. What's up, Ray? How are you? Omega 579. Hey. What's happening? What's up, Omega? How are you? David Thanos says, come on, what are you all waiting for? Join us in the VIP room. We popping bottles. Oh, Spider fan, I'm enjoying Wolverine so far. I had more fun when I swapped out the arms and customized it a bit. What all did you do? I'm glad I pre-ordered from Hasbro, so I don't have to worry about it being out of stock. That is very true. You be playing, Jeff. Good to see you, brother. Good to be seen. Always glad to catch you live. I'm happy to have you on, my man. John Morrissey. Happy Thursday to everyone out there in Laos Figure Files land. T-minus 3 days until Jeffrey blows out the candles. You better believe it. I mean, I will definitely be up at midnight. So when that sucker hits 10:27, I'm right there. And as always, every year on my birthday, doesn't matter what day it is, doesn't even matter where I'm at, I'm watching Empire Strikes Back for my birthday. So it's really a matter of took off work on Monday, so I might watch it at 11:30 on my birthday, but it's getting watched, and I can't wait for my annual tradition, celebrating my birthday and watching Empire Strikes Back. Jalen Parks, what's up, Jeff and chat? What's up, Jalen? How are you? David Thanos, join the VIP and get a package courtesy. If you're missing out on that joke, last night's Laos movie files is pretty funny with that. So check the replay if you're not watching it every Wednesday, 8:05. So now, guys, I would like to see your video on the Giant Man. All right, thank you. I will. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I feel like I've been so hyped and so pressed to talk about this figure that I was thinking that way, but I was just curious. Snow Glare. I only watch certain channels for reviews, so I'd say it's usually worth doing. Awesome. Thank you. David Thanos. I don't mind multiple reviews of the same thing. I always like hearing what everyone thinks. All right. Good enough for me. Thank you. Vin Doom. Evening, Thursday night crew. Into my main man 100 grand, Jeffrey. What it is. What's up, Vin Doom? How are you on this Thursday? Blake, Jeff, I'll just say I usually watch a lot of reviews to get different takes on a figure, even after I got it myself. Also want to see my favorite YouTubers review it. So yes. Please do. I will. I'm, and of course, the thought is, how in the world will I shoot this? I'm looking at my studio area over here to the side, and I'm thinking that my blackout curtains are going to serve as the backdrop to Giant Man. So we'll see. I can't wait to shoot him, which of course means I'm going to have to spend some time reconfiguring the Avengers shelf. Maybe I should do another video to show you all how it looks pre-Haslab Giant Man, because it's going to get totally changed. I'm looking forward to doing that, though. John Morris. Yes, I watched a review of Giant Man, which I don't have yet either. I see lots of reviews available, but I'm very selective in terms of which ones that I watch, and I definitely watch yours. Thank you. So, all said, I'm going to get it done. Jameless says, contrary to what many YouTubers reviewers seem to think, I don't care how many people reviewed something. I'm usually interested in what my favorites have to say. All right, cool. That is solid. Oh, not sure if you can see it, but today I was productive. I got my Yo Vote sticker today. Lines weren't that bad. First day of early voting for us here in the DMV. So I took advantage. Don't have to worry about the election night traffic. So very happy about that. Robert Hayes, thank you so much, man. It was, it sucked. It's like, I mean, you don't ever really want it to have that happen, but it's like those shock ones really, worst. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. James, thank you, man. Yeah, Blake, it sucked. Thank you, Ray. Devin B. What's up, Jeffrey Justice League? Kind of like that. I wonder if DC will go for it. Jalen, in fact, I sometimes ignore some reviews and wait to hear from certain reviewers. All right, Hasbro, let's get this thing shipped to me so I can get this video working, because a 3-day weekend would be an awesome time to review and knock out Giant Man. John, I'm so sorry to learn your bad news, Jeffrey. Appreciate it, John. And thank you, James. I appreciate you as well, my man. Vin Doom, Jeffrey, definitely do a Giant Man review so I can live vicariously through you about it. It feels like it was so long that I've been like, Haslab, Giant Man. So he's almost here. And I have now turned 99% of my let's get this figure, Hasbro, to green and yellow Banshee. Once we finally get him, I'm going to then turn my attention all the way to getting a completed version of X Factor. And at this point, I'm not even as picky and selective. I do think we need a new version of Cyclops with a Vulcan body on that blue and white, and the blue and yellow attire. So it doesn't even matter at this point. And I like to see a new Archangel. So we just basically, it's 0-0. And, because we definitely need a better Iceman. So whichever one we get first, the Exterminators look or the, hey, everybody's favorite mutant heroes version, I'm fine with. Jalen, thank you, man. It's not great, especially the timing of it for the family who was most directly impacted by it. David, dang, bro, that sucks. We would have understood. I'm always here for you guys, and fortunately, it was not my immediate family, but it was a good family friend. So, not happy with what happened. John, I just opened my movie Wolverine and Deadpool and Colossus 30 minutes ago, and the new green Quicksilver too. I do like Quicksilver's head sculpt. I think the face printing they did made it look so much better, because I thought initially it was a totally different head sculpt, but it's the same one. They just tweaked the paint job a little bit more to make it look so much better, and it really did improve it. I've been looking at this in the comments, and I'm so blanking on the proper pronunciation. Pliers? Yo, what's good? Good, P. How are you? Oh, undercover cold. Man, it's the worst feeling when you have to put your pets down because it's just like, oh man, all those years together. And unfortunately for the last one that we had to put down, I was able to sit there in the vet's office with her. She took her last look, hold her paw. So that felt better than just kind of like, all right, see you later. So yeah, appreciate it, Spider fan. Andre Montalongo. I get that pronunciation just right. Happy Halloween. What are you going for this year? Felix, wow. This yeah, it was really like Baron Zemo was so weird because they didn't show like they didn't even in the proto proto photos, they didn't even have like his little fuzzy collar. So it was like, okay, well, I have to imagine and envision what it looks like. They showed the unmasked head, which I never thought made sense because he gets the adhesive X stuck. So his face should have been fine before then. Anyway, he couldn't take it off. But I was like, where are the eye holes? So weird. You're feeling that Ghostbuster Haslab at 400. You know what? We haven't done this check yet. And as always, when there's a Haslab going on and rolling, I'd love to see where they are. And so far, so good. I didn't think this was going to have problems funding. I think the Ghostbusters fan base is pretty loyal, will support basically any and everything they put out. And right now, let me do this. So the Plasma Series Ectomobile Anniversary Edition, 39 days. It is past the halfway point, 6,491 backers needed out of the 12,000. So this is 324. And I really wish when they do these deluxe versions that they would actually show, like, hey, which ones people are going for. I guess for the sake of accounting, it doesn't matter. That 12,000 is all that matters. And especially since they've got an early bird that it gets accomplished. But I'm really curious to see how many more people are going for this deluxe because I think it's a way better deal, way better. I mean, you get so much more for it. And I just, that 324 one does not have anything compared to what that has. So yeah, it's really odd. Thank you, Ray. Blake, Jeff, you got to Discord the Empire. So you know what? We'll see. I might do that soon because we were talking after the show last night. What are we going to do for our watch along? And I think we've pinpointed a date. It's going to be November 1st, next Friday. And we're just kind of narrowing it down in terms of what it is we're going to watch. It's going to be something probably the Chief hasn't seen, so he can be amazed and watch on and just like, what's happening? We'll see, but it's probably going to be something on Disney Plus or Max, since it seems like that's where everyone who watches can do so. We may play around watching it through the score there. Jibru, I knew you had gotten this. That's wild. I still haven't decided if I'm ordering the Ecto one. I really want it, but I also want to keep 400 in my bank account to use towards buying an actual card. Yeah, there is that price point to it too. In it. All right, Spider-Man. For the Wolverine, I used the Love and Thunder Ravager Thor arms. Nice. I had to cut the arm pegs slightly for them to fit, but they work. When you have to start doing that kind of stuff, I get really nervous and anxious when I'm fiddling around with customs. It's something like, oh, I can swap these gloves because it's just a little heat, bam, and they're a perfect fit. I'm all for it. I feel like there's no one with yellow green boots and gloves that I can just easily swap with Quicksilver, who also doesn't have running palm, Ezra Miller shout out. I really was surprised at that. And then the whites don't even match up because one is just a straight flat white and the other is this pearlescent white. I was like, y'all really messed this up with this one. But anyway, it's so interesting. Robert, what do we need to do to get in on the Rattler giveaway? So you got to sign in, subscribe here, which you've already done, and subscribe to Lyle's Movie Files. We'll see here. Glad you finally picked up, TJ. You gotta put some respect on his name. It was wild because he kept falling. Like one time he fell forward, then another time he fell backwards. I'm like, I don't know if you can really appreciate how precarious this thing is, but sometimes when I open to fix one figure, they, especially on this Power Rangers shelf, they topple into the wrestlers who are on like a 4-tier shelf, and then they go down into the Silverhawks. Fortunately, the Silverhawks are pretty stable. Give it up to Super 7 for not having easily falling down figures. They're pretty nice and stable. But there's Marvel Legends just below, and they like to fall at the slightest whisper. They're the worst on that. Ray Bass. Yeah, Jeff, I'm trying to stay on certain channels. It would be nice to have someone I enjoy watching, making a review. Cool. Well, I will be doing more of those video reviews. I've been trying to figure out, because people go, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, a whole new camera setup, but that's not feasible or realistic. So I'm trying to go like, all right, maybe some light panels so I can light this thing up a little bit better. Got one of these folio boxes, which is fine for the most part, but with the videos, kind of a little bit tricky to do. So I'm still working on them. So hopefully I will continue to improve on those video reviews. For now, stick with me. I'm going to keep getting better. We're working on it. Malcolm Lee, happy early voting. Check your Ollie's and Ross. I did go to a Ross today, and it wasn't really worth doing a video or taking a picture of, but they had their back row of toys. So, you got there, if you go to Ross, there's one side you need to even spend any time looking at, and then there's like the whole girl section. But they had, like their basic kind of generic stuff. They also had like another mid aisle now in the toy section, and they had some figures in that. They didn't have any G.I. Joe Classified series, nothing that I care about. No Star Wars, no Power Rangers, no nothing that could possibly be at Ross. But it was encouraging to see that they have this surplus aisle in place for hopefully the November, the December stuff. Because last year, Ross delivered so much. Like this whole shelf basically came courtesy of Ross. I was like, oh man, more Power Rangers. I guess I'm just gonna have to buy some more. So Ross was solely to blame / credit for so many of those Power Rangers I got in that shelf there. It's Bigger Files time. You better believe it, Michael. Thank you, Vin Doom. Appreciate that. G Brew. My brother, father, and I voted early. Right. Early voted yesterday. Dad can't see well enough to read the monitor, so Jared had to help him. Then he kept apologizing for being 99% blind. We shouldn't. Exactly. Yeah, it's just, life, man. It's crazy sometimes. But that's good. Brother's doing the thing, looking out for dad. That's the way it should be. Malcolm Lee, you picked up a vintage Giant Man Toy Biz. Where did you get that from? Thank you, Snake Eyes. Robert, Infinite Realms. Hey, Jeff, only got Quicksilver. Should have a Big Bad Toy Store order tomorrow, though. What did you get from them? I'm not that far away from the chat. That's great. Britt Dash, appreciate you, man. What's up, Thursday Night Crew? What's up, Brent? How are you? Jibru. I got my niece, the Marvel Legends Rogue. They had it Ollie. She's thrilled. Wonder Woman and Rogue are her favorite superheroes. Solid superheroes to dig. I really wish I liked that Rogue figure more, because it's so, like, they have parts to make that figure so much better than they did. It was like, let's let the paint job do it, and let's go the J. Scott Campbell head sculpt. It's like, what are you doing? So weird. Green Man, appreciate you. Thank you. Rick Cage, Green Lantern to Sector 284.32805 beaming in. Greetings, Sir Jeff. What's cracking, Captain? Coolin', man. How are you? Hey, Blaze Star, appreciate that. Dark Knight 2970, Jeff, sorry to hear. Thank you. It was good, Figure Files, fam. Felix, I'm definitely back in the deluxe. I feel like it was really, they want to make this thing $399. Like, listen, let's go the bogus smaller version because it's like it's so much more with that deluxe. It would be like I felt like the Moss Isley Cantina was like, you can get the deluxe version with more walls and a lot more cups, which was like, okay, thanks. I mean, but then they were showing here, you can show the disassembled version. Like, well, what's the point? But I think this one is so much better value to get the deluxe setup. It's like, man, you got a whole other deal with it. And it's just so much better. James Green, let's hit that like button, family. Thank you, James. All about the villains. That Ghostbuster Haslab, they got to be going for the deluxe because you get all four figures with it for only $75 more. Everybody thinks about money has to exactly. It's like a no-brainer. I mean, if you're going that far into this thing in the first place, you gotta go. Well, I mean, I gotta get the Ghostbusters. Absolutely, man. It's so I did my video on the top 10 most frustrating things about being a collector, and then I spent some time today. Where's my list? No, it's not here. I write down too much stuff in too many lists. I've got like stuff in one, got stuff in another one. But one thing for sure that I love about being a figure collector is the figure collecting community. You guys rock. It's like so cool because I mean, high school, college, there was no one to talk about the excitement of finding figures with. And then when I stumbled on the RTM Raving Toy Maniac, it was like, yo, these are my people. And it's just grown from that. So RTM, Fush, y'all, it's been amazing. So yes, group hug, everybody. Let's get it in. Let's bring it in. We should absolutely make Chief watch Daredevil season 3. Oh, Dark Knight 297, you're making me jealous. Hey, Jeff, my Haslab Giant Man shipped today. Now I'm like, hey, man, maybe they sent it to the wrong place. I'm just like, where is he? I was hoping that he was going to be a birthday present. Now, when you got your shipper notification, for those of you who actually got him, did it take like 4 more days for him to arrive? Because there's still time for them to send me a late Thursday, hey, your item is shipping, and for him to arrive on Saturday. That's still good because then on Sunday, my birthday, I'm going to open up Giant Man and have a little party. That'd be great. Maybe I'll put a birthday hat on him too. And I feel like the horn sound would be really annoying, so I didn't do that. Jeeper, my Ollies just got the second Squadron Supreme 2-pack. Updated Bucky Cap and first appearance Iron Man. I'm trying to remember. I'm sure. No, wait a second. Because I know Pulse put that second setup. I almost feel like I got them when they did one of their, I think it was during their spring, or is it their early summer sale? So I probably didn't get them for the Ollie's price. Good stuff, cheap. But I was probably not enough that I'd be like, oh man, I can't believe it. What else do we want to see show up at Ollie's? Maybe Cable, because apparently he's nowhere else. Maybe Ollie's is the source that bought out all the Cable figures, and we're gonna see him on pegs at Ollie's for $10 when some of us have been paying $70 to get them. All about the villains. I hit up Ross and got some Spawn figures for $5.99. That's a really good deal. Snake Eyes got the Play Arts. Is that Final Fantasy 16 Ifrit? Nice. Cool. What you think about it? TJ Jedi's here on the ones and twos. Oh yeah. What's good, Loudspeaker Files crew? What's up, DJ Jedi? We're talking about your topic tonight, my man. Shoots and toys. What's up? Got a Mezco King Conan and Route and 3-pack shield. Where did you get the 3-pack shield from? I feel like that's going to be one that we're going to see shortly at Ollie's or Ross, and I'm going to be upset because I'm really at this point where it's like I'm hoping that's something that goes on sale when Hasbro does their Pulse Black Friday time frame sale, because that's going to be something I want to get. But man, I just think that's going to be something they're going to like give away cheaper later. Ray Pass. I had the Joy Toy TMNT coming in tomorrow. They're 118 scale, but they look great. Can't wait to see them in hand. Nice. If I decide to get the Ecto, I'm obviously going to Lux. You get the option of either the Ecto 1 or Ecto 1A, and you get 6 figures and a lot of accessories. Even Articulated Ninja thinks it's worth it. I guess. I don't know. I don't watch Articulated Ninja, so that's cool. Oh, Lou, what's up? I've only met a handful of collectors in real life. Really cool when it happens. I've actually met a member here on the chat, so that was very cool. Robert Hayes, Mutton Junkyard, and Ollie's would be awesome. Sheesh, they may be too far back at this point. We got Crocmaster and Fiona at the low giveaway price of $11.99 at Ross. So I don't know. They may have Scrap Iron, Naugahyde. I mean, it's weird. I thought we were done seeing those newish figures showing up at Ollie's and Ross. And it's like, whoa, they're still coming. And in the case of that Squadron Supreme set, it's not like, oh man, they didn't sell out at Target or Walmart. They were just straight online purchases. So I don't know what happened there. Or David Thanos. So I got an email 2 days ago that the Dudley's 2-pack is shipped. I go to track and it says shipping label created. So frustrating. Yeah, there is a ton of WWE stuff that I'm like, bring it on. So much stuff. Oh, dude, you know what? November 1st is not that far away that we can't watch the Halloween movie, right? Devin B, I found Kamakura at Ross for cheap. So you found him there. Nice. Target got me for 60 for the Hulkbuster, though. How long ago did you buy that Hulkbuster? Did you open them? Because right now, Target's got a 25% off sale for toys. So if you haven't opened them, you get some of that money back. Christopher. Hey, guys and gals. Anybody got their Giant Man Haslab? Yes, a couple people. Not me, though. Andre, I got my Giant Man on my doorstep. And then 2 days later, I got the email that the toy was getting ready to ship out. That's how it went down for me. Okay, so that would be awesome. Getting them tomorrow or Saturday. And it's like, oh, I don't even need your shipping notification email. Thank you, guys. So, yes, I'm looking for it. Method to Madness. What's going on? Cool. I was able to get in a live stream. Been busy with work. Work is, it's good and bad, right? Sad that Entertainment Earth delayed my Retro Cobra Commander until January 2025. I did get a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord in Ross, though. That's good. How much did you pay for that? Undercover Colton. My Ollie's doesn't get absolutely everything, but I got the Rose for $10. Not a figure I would have bought full price, but a really solid one. So Macy's actually had a really good sale for Spider-Man figures. And I had like some rewards for my bank. And so I was able to get Tarantula and Rose. It was like a 2 for $20 deal. So it's really good. And yeah, and I was able to get Rose from there. He's another one that they need to look at old reference material. I feel like sometimes they get stuck on the wrong looks, where I really feel like if they were to just put it up for like a poll, like, hey, do you want the 70s look or do you want the 90s look? I feel like most people would pick the one that Hasbro's team doesn't. So he's one for sure. I would like to have seen a different mask, but I'll work around it. Bro, I'm surprised that Chode Wave hasn't shown up at Ollie's yet, to be honest. They're both X-Men 97 Magneto's and Executioner. They're still warming pegs. Yeah, I'm surprised at that. But yeah, I think the Chode Wave was sold out so fast at Target once they hit clearance. They may not have any more for Ollie's to get. Sorry, I'm going back. Trying to remember the context of okay. Jacob the wrestling fan. I recently got the hook and Danhausen 2-pack. It's been so long since I've been like invested in AEW. I was watching a bunch of episodes on my DVR and was like, okay, how is it? Was the 2-pack good? Also got the Alex Reynolds 1/5000. Yes. See, that was one of those things that just irritated me. I wanted the full Dark Order, and then they made us jump through hoops to get Alex Reynolds. The bunny, the blade, Butcher and the Blade. The bunny was like a super chase. Like, why? Just make the figures so everybody can get. I'm glad you like the figures. Rick Cage. My ollies don't have jack squat, but my downtown Orlando Super Target has Action Man, Sailor, and Desert Troops on the shelf. I've never seen Trooper Squads in the wild. Like I said, use that Target 25% off. That's a great, and they have it on the shelf, so it's not like some you got to be a Target reward deal or whatever. Just yeah, that'd be a good price for those. Mutton Junkyard were hanging around Target for a while for about $13 or so. Right, Jane, that's when I was like, yeah. And I'm sure I got them beforehand, so I had to do a little price matching magic. Undercover Colton. It would be awesome if Ollie's got the Hyperion 2-pack. Really need him for my Avengers. Don't really care about building the modern squadron. Yeah. I wish they had done like a classic version, but I feel like again that's asking too much. Maybe even not the classic Squadron Supreme, Squadron Sinister. If they had just done the group that appeared in the Avengers run of Kurt Busiek and George Perez, that would have been great because it was like 8 of them to go against the Avengers. That's really all I needed. Michael Solis. I picked up 2 G.I. Joe female snipers. Beachhead and Whole Waves Spider-Verse came in today. Nice. Which is your favorite of what you got? Rodney, what's up, my man? Good evening, Jeffrey and crew. Recently caught Marvel Legends Phoenix Jean Grey from Amazon. $10 less damaged packaging. That's a really good deal. Speaking of which, my targets still are like, who? What? Jean Grey? Phoenix? Never heard of her. So weird. Ditto for that Grand Admiral Thrawn, Ahsoka the White. They're like, we don't know what you're talking about. And it's so frustrating. Lar A. I got that Shield 3-pack a few months back for 25% off. Then tacked on the Lyles MF code for an extra 10%. So is you. Thank you. Usually plan to take figures out of the box, so minty fresh, not a necessity. Yes, that whole damaged packaging, not mint thing is awesome. If you can catch them, and it's like people pounce. But if you can get them on that end, it is a really sweet deal. Vin Doom. I had a good haul. Lightning Lad. Where did you get Lightning Lad from? Dark Knight Returns, Commander Steel, and Last Ronin Donatello I picked up. Yeah, where'd you get those? I mean, I know you got Steel from Target, but did you get the other ones from there too? Meth. Amazon has retro Cobra Commander. Have Jeff send you the link. He will. Absolutely. Let's do that right about now. Yeah, I was surprised. Let's see here. Retro Cobra Commander. Yeah. And well, they say November, but I feel like he'd actually get to you sooner. Let's do that. Let's pop that in the chat for Meth. There you go. That's the link you can use for my affiliate, Amazon.com. G-Brew, the 70s and 80s looks haven't aged as poorly as the early to mid 90s looks from Marvel. Exactly. I mean, it's crazy because it's like those designs look so timeless. Whereas it's like, oh, that's clearly a 90s design. And it's just weird because they're busy to like, let's throw everything onto every costume. Where there's a nice simplicity to those 70s and 80s looks where it's like, yeah, they can still rock that look right now and it would still work. I don't get this Danhausen dude. He's very, very evil, Devin. The Megazord was 15. That's really good. They got loyal subjects Krang, Bebop, and Rocksteady. A real love for $9.99. Have any of you had issues keeping the new Phoenix balanced after adding an LED light to the base? I wish I could find a Phoenix to try that out, though. That sounds fun. Cobocop Customs and Reviews says WWE's Ultimate Big Bam Vader. Tom! A masked head looks great on the classified road pig body. However, the peg needs adjustment and the skin needs repainting. Hair needs sculpting and painting. That's too much work for me. But I wonder if you could put that animal head on him. their helmet. That might work and save you the trouble of all that other stuff. Oh man, me too. She's just like, and I'm not like, oh man, I want her because she's rare. I just like, it's a team that's complete. It is still not complete because I have not seen her. It's crazy, G Brew. DJ Jetta, happy early born day, Jeffrey. I will take it. Hope that giant man shows up on your doorstep in time for the official celebration. Good look on the topic choice for the day. Absolutely. And you're all welcome. Send me along your ideas for live conversation topics. My GameStop has had a Ahsoka the White figure for a few weeks now. You know, I haven't been to my 2 or 3 good GameStops. You know, there's several in the area, but there's only like a handful that are like, oh, look, you guys have new stuff. I should probably see if I can swing over there, check it out. King Collector, I'm glad you said something about that Target discount this week. I got my McFarlane animated Batmobile arriving tomorrow. I wasn't even thinking about that thing after wanting it for so long. How much did you pay for it? I should have taken a picture of this. There were no more on the shelves, but they had it for like a $23 price point now. It's crazy. Lightning Lad online from Walmart, Donatello and Dark Knight from Best Buy. Which Lightning Lad did you get? Did you get the platinum version, the one I want? Jiru Burn Wolverine is still the best costume he's ever had. Yeah, I mean it's funny because I'm either one, Tiger Stripe, brown and orange, but everything else is like that's cool, but it's not as good as those other two. Michael Solis, the whole wave is amazing except 2099, but Indian Spider, my favorite of the wave. Nice, he does look cool. David Thanos finally got my hands on the new Attorney Battle Armor Skeletor. Sick. That is a line where it's just like I don't buy them often, but I buy them in batches. Wish they would show up at Ollie's. Tevin B, the 90s were extreme. What the heck was in all those pouches? Candy bars. Hey, listen, I knew it had gone too far when G.I. Joe went extreme. I was like, what is this? It's just the worst. Dark 19297. Got my classified Cobra Commander from Amazon Prime. Came next day. Nice. Jacob. I think AEW is decent. All the big sign has been lackluster, like Mercedes and Osprey. I'm not interested in them. More interested in people like Hologram and Deanna Purrazzo. I hope those two get figures. Yeah. I think Deanna does warrant a cool figure. Hologram would be fun too. But yeah, it's just because Tony Khan can't write. And I think if he was just to go, I'll let somebody who can write storylines come in. I can make those wrestlers so much more entertaining. But it's just like, hey, here's a dream match. It's like, great. We've seen all of them. Battle Armor Skeletor is pretty dope. Nice. The Onslaught era Wolverine was the absolute worst look he's ever had. No, that Weapon X, where he's not wearing many clothes except for his tighty whities, might have something to say about that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. David Thanos, my Target had all the Batmobiles at 24. I got to see if they still have it to use that 25% off. That'd be a solid deal for you. So let's talk about the other bad news that dropped today. And this is just, I have all kinds of thoughts on this because it's just not a fan at how this always happens. Weapon X did still have a nose. Hasbro cutting dozens of jobs to streamline operations. Hasbro is laying off dozens of employees as a Pawtucket-based toy making and entertainment giant works to streamline its operations. 12 News confirmed Wednesday that Hasbro is cutting fewer than 100 jobs. Great. That's so lovely. How sweet of them. Roughly half of which are based in Rhode Island through a restructuring plan. Hasbro apparently made these changes today. One of them was a guy who'd been there for 25 years. That sucks. As someone who's been laid off more than 4 times, I can tell you being laid off is because somebody up top who's getting way too much money makes dumb decisions that somehow rolls all the way down to you. So hopefully everyone who got laid off at Hasbro, you find a better job, a better situation for you. Maybe it's just doing freelance with them, but hopefully you can get back on your feet soon because being unemployed, being laid off, especially this time of year, sucks. And I wish companies were more accountable with the people up top, like cut that salary, I bet you could probably find enough money to keep all those 100 employees. So anyway, my soapbox on that, it's just really lame. Ray Pass, every year they do this. I know, and it's just like, you see it, and it's like, oh man, I can't believe they laid off this person. I mean, there were some cool people working on G.I. Joe. It's like, what the heck are y'all doing? Is the line gonna make it? And it's just, it sucks because it's the decision makers who are like, oh yeah, we're gonna make $1 gazillion this year. The stakeholders are going, where's the $1 gazillion? And it's just, well, let me fire Johnny the mailman. It's just so lame. Oh man, so lame. Jalen, oh, are we doing what we got this week? Always. My Micro Galaxy Ghost Secret Mission set, nice. Marvel Legends Phoenix and free Power Town Bruiser Brody all arrived this week. I also grabbed Bart Simpson on impulse. What do you think? What's your favorite? Because I always want to hear that. What's up with the Ghost, though? Yes, sir. I'll allow the old trickle effect when business. Yeah, man, it's the worst because it's like these people here don't have anything to do with the decisions up here that are getting them laid off. So it's just, I feel like if the higher up suits were the ones whose jobs were at stake, they would make some different decisions that wouldn't impact the people below them. Anyway, Rick Cage. Saw Commander still a target, just kept on walking. All right, CC Pennison. There's pre-orders to take priority over DC Multiverse Rehash. Ironically, 2 Titan Sentinels are waiting in my mailbox. Nice. And the new Pulse version. Oh, okay. King Collector. Did you say 23 for the Batmobile? What? I paid 60 with the discount. It was originally $80. Are you talking about the 29-inch Batmobile? If so, I've been robbed. Let me see if they have it on the website. But it was the animated series one. Of course, since it's on clearance, they probably won't show it properly. Oh, there it goes. Of course, with their website. Yes. So this is this is the one. I love their website because it's like, what clearance? What are you talking about? It's just madness. It's all wrong. This bad boy here, this $80 Batmobile is a Target. Well, if you can find it at your source, it's $23. So I don't know. Like if you ordered it to ship to you, could you then take it to a store and get it price matched for the $23 price point? I don't know. But definitely maybe something to consider because it's just wild. The prices drop so low. Van Doom, I feel you about the layoffs. I've been searching since June for a new gig. Yeah, it is so frustrating. I just feel like you have to do this song and dance just to get an interview, and then it's like, we'll let you know, maybe not. Jalen, unfortunately, this is the norm in the toy industry. It's not just Hasbro, it's an annual thing. What do we think about this? Is it just because they're not doing stuff we want? Because I feel like Hasbro is not touting Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Transformers as the guiding force to their toy lines or their brand success. But I feel like, for the most part, we're supporting these lines. And maybe they're just not enough difference makers to move the needle one way or the other. But it sure feels like when they release good Marvel product, there's a bunch of us here, YouTube, wherever, that buys the products. Maybe they're not putting enough of the good stuff out there. I'm still shocked when I saw the Marvel Legends Iron Man retro figures, some of them actually being on the pegs at clearance prices. I thought that was crazy because they were really nice and well done figures, but it's just weird. John Morrissey, Jeffrey, I hadn't heard about the Hasbro cuts. What a drag. Yes, it sucks. Jibru, CEO pay was 30 times the lowest paid workers in the 1950s and 70s. The disparity, there we go, is much more egregious nowadays. Yeah. What's up, Patrick? Blake, got the Quicksilver on Saturday. I do like him, but I wish he had more like the OG, but I think they modeled him after the original Toy Biz version. And give me running heads, which is, again, hilarious because in our heads, we're going, that's like the original Toy Biz. Toy Biz didn't make him in Marvel Legends. They made him Hasbro, when they originally got the license and they were putting out those janky figures, he was in that first one or two waves along with Banshee. And I feel like their Banshee is still one of the last ones that needs an upgrade. But the rest of them had improvements. But yeah, that was all Hasbro. With the pale skin, it was barely darker than his white hair. It's crazy. Randall G got the wave 9 superpowers. Chase Lightning, that nice 3-pack superpowers, JSA. Very good stuff. Man, I haven't gotten the superpowers line, but it's like, oh gosh. It's like, where am I putting it? But those, I mean, they're doing so many cool things. And I still got to get the Brainiac ship. And I got to get the Bug with Blue Beetle Booster Gold, if nothing else. David Thanos, you buy it on the site, return it, buy it at the clearance price. I thought you could do that. King Collector, that's crazy. I'm through with the Target app is basically worthless because it'll be like, yo, dude, we don't know where the stuff is. And then I see this stuff. I'm looking in the store and I'm seeing something that say not in stock anywhere. It's like, really, guys? Come on. So it's just like, Jalen. Brody was a great unexpected bonus to ship right away. Phoenix was also a great deal, but I love the Micro Galaxy Squadron line, and this Amazon set is fully loaded. Just good collectible toy fun. That's what I love about. That's what I love to hear. Yeah, it's crazy because they put those out relatively soon after Toy Biz stopped, but the difference in quality between the last round of Toy Biz figures and the first few waves of Hasbro were like, what the heck? Like, Toy Biz is giving us these great paint washes. Maybe the head sculpts weren't always great all the time, but gosh, they were so much better than what we got from that initial surge. When they announced the figures, like, oh, cool. Annihilus, yes. Nova, great. Banshee, Hercules, this is amazing. And the figures, and they came in, it's like, what is this? What's going on with Black Knight? It's just, whew, stuff of legendary nightmares, Blake. Those early Hasbro figures are horrible. Looking at you, Tanabu Hercules. Yeah. Absolutely, Undercover Cult. He's what I still have, simply because we don't have that version from Hasbro yet. And he's one that that look for him would finish off like that version of the Avengers. And it's like, well, that in a better version of Goliath, but it's like, come on, guys, you can do it. The sculpting on that figure was actually pretty good. That Cheetos coloring they did, not so great. Snow Glare, yeah, yep. Hasbro Marvel Legends Wave 2. I still have that. They got discolored in store. Jeez, how would you even notice he got discolored? King Collector. Yep, that's right. He was in the Blob Build-A-Figure wave. I made some mistake thinking he was Toy Biz too. Yeah, it's that Blob. I'm so glad to replace him too. He's not one that have this great fond appreciation. Like, what's with Cellulite Blob? And I know that sounds silly, but the new one, so much better. Oh, Denny's is shutting down 150 diners. Wow, didn't heard that yet. Stop reading my thoughts, Jeff. The bug, if nothing else. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you gotta get that. Devin B. The price I pay for the toys I want is always fair to me. Sure, I might find the figure cheaper or on clearance down the line. I say, God bless to the collector that can get great figures at that price. Yeah. There's some that's like, I do not care. I'm paying full price for it. The others, I'm like, well, let's roll the dice and see what happens. Dark 297. Got my Quicksilver in and had the Mafex Night Crusader Batman and figure of the year Daredevil on his way from Hobby Link, Japan. I feel like a lot of people are digging him. Jibru, Big Lots is closing a bunch of stores. Slash 194. Yeah, like 2 in my area just shut down. King Collector. Right, Toy Biz. What happened with them anyway? Why did they go out of business? I don't remember. But I do remember right after they lost the Marvel license, they were doing independent comics and a legendary comic book heroes line, and they were really nicely done figures. And I kind of wish they were still around to do that, because I bet they would do like a really amazing line of Astro City figures or Invincible figures. Just one of those things. Like, Man, Hasbro literally, yes. Yeah, man. I was like, what are these figures? Never, I don't need to buy any more of these. And I was so good. I bought those Marvel Universe figures because they were leaps, miles, so much better than the Marvel Legend figures they were throwing out every so often at that point. Like the X-Men box set was like, no, no, and no. The the weird random two packs, like no. I'll just get these smaller scale figures and run with them. Yeah. Just randomly happen to have one here. Like this angel figure was so good, so well done. Like the wings, they actually put some care and effort into those figures, way more than they were doing for the Marvel Legends 6-inch figures at that point. David, it's those people that take a clearance item to scan along with a high price item, happened when Naugahyde went on clearance. Most of the roadblock 2-packs flew off the shelves. There's still a few here. Rodney, hey, how many of you pre-ordering Dragon Man? Well, hopefully everyone who did want them already did because the pre-order windows closed down because they're doing the Sentinel now. Jeff, those DC and Street Fighters on your wall, those ledges are super thin. They are probably not as thin as you think they are. Oh, I guess from your perspective it would look it, but no, they're nice width and length away from the wall. So they can actually pretty solidly handle themselves good. And they're locked in. They're the ones with the little hook there where you so they're locked in nice. Thank you for watching that video. And hopefully this weekend I'll have the things that I love about collecting. So exactly, Jalen. Oddly enough, Marvel Universe figures were firing on all cylinders. While they were so much better. Method Madison, feel Jeffrey on the love for Toy Biz Legends, but I can't praise them too much when Bishop was a frequent shelf diver that rarely wiped. Yeah, he was so heavy. He was like, throw him and watch out because he's gonna knock out somebody. He had some heft to him, and he was definitely one of those where you had to kind of brace against the back of the shelf, as if he went forward, it was all she wrote. Green Man, my Big Lots is gone. It's a Burlington's coat factory now. Yeah, the sports authorities in my area were replaced with Burlington's. Christopher, just got my 85 years Odin and it's fire. Undercover Cult, I'm with you. Yeah, because he would work better on the Vulcan mold, the Machine Man, and then they did a really nice job. The paint looks really good. Head sculpt is great, but yeah, he needs to be a little bit more solid now. Nathan William, what's going on? The 3.75-inch Marvel line is one I don't really know what to do with. Perpetually in storage. Yeah, they're really nice figures. Now there were some that were like, oh man, why did we get this figure? Like the X Factor set is seriously infuriating because they did them all in their X Terminators look, and they had a box set with was it 7 figures? And for whatever reason, they didn't do Beast. They gave us Apocalypse and Mr. Sinister. It's like, how did you decide this was the right call? There's a full team, and you just leave one team member off. And it wasn't like, oh man, because doing furry blue Beast would be a problem. Just make him human. It was so weird. Snuggler, local. LCBH was legendary. Comic Book Heroes was a fun time. Toy Biz Marvel Toys going head to head with Marvel Legends. I'd rather have Toy Biz keep the Marvel license, but it was a decent consolation prize. It was. Snuggler, we still don't see nearly enough figures for Image and smaller publishers. Yes, we do not. I really, really, really wish somebody could like if Jada Toys got the Invincible license, that would be great. They make them ton, with so much articulation, and they do a deep dive into all the real cool characters. So that would be my company wish list. They would be great to do that. Are you talking about the boy one? I was just over there too. Devin, did a spirit immediately open in their place? That was funny. I haven't seen a lot of Spirit Halloween stores this season. Have y'all? Okay, let's get to some more news before we get to the topic, which apparently is going to be after 9. As normal, I'm so busy talking about other stuff. A release dropped today because Creations Mattel is like, nah, dude, we don't need to dabble in pre-orders. They're here right now. And I will be getting this one. This set, Ultimate Edition, Coliseum Collection, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat 2-pack. This is great. This is finally the first time they've given us a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat that has a removable headband. I know, shocking. It's crazy. And this is the one look for him that I really wanted. We'd gotten all these other looks, but this Karate Man, hey, Karate Kid's big. Let's make Ricky the Karate Kid. This was a figure I really wanted this look for him, and I'm so thrilled to get him. So excited. And diving off the top rope, these pairings don't really make a lot of sense, but who cares? We got an Ultimate Edition, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. We got Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He can put in a pretty solid $1 Million Dream, which is great. And yeah, we've got all the different head sculpts. Fantastic. And $1 Million Man is definitely a character who needed this ultimate articulation. So love that. That's the actual backdrop. So you can do that Saturday night's main event deal where they would change the backdrop for all the respective characters. That looks really cool and very happy about that. And these head sculpts for the dragon actually look good. And the headband is removable. So it's a big win all around for those of us who are into this line, and very, very cool. Here's the full accessory rollout. He's actually sculpted pretty well where his body doesn't look crazy compared to his head. And these are good expressive portraits for him. Got his gi jacket. Loving his figure. Very happy with him and Ted DiBiase. I mean, they decked him out. The pink is kind of like maybe the gold would have been more iconic, but whatever, because any of them work. Got the smug head sculpt here, got the laughing one, and we got the angry mid-mash look. So really good deal. Very thrilled to get these figures eventually because I'm not ordering them just yet. Maybe for a birthday present. We'll see. Jada hinted at Resident Evil line New York Comic Con. Well, that's exciting. Sign me up. How about those new Star Trek toys? You know, I have. It's funny because I'm not like I can't stand Star Trek. I'm all about Star Wars, but I'm not like, oh man, I'm really into them. Then I've got to get the figures. I think what I've seen, they look really good, but I can't go, oh man, this is a great figure because the outfit is perfect because I don't know, but they look good from what I've seen. David Thanos. Saw several reviews on that Coliseum set, and they're really good. That backdrop is only if you get the black. Oh, no. Oh, man. Way to make the chase is important. That's kind of messed up. That's really interesting, though. I remember watching the Ted versus Brett match, and Ted was so windy you could hear him huffing and puffing. Really? Because Ted always seemed like he had really good stamina. Yeah, the buoy target, plasma target. Burlington, Big Lots, no more. While I was there, I went to Burlington, picked up a Jada Toys Guile. It's a die-cast truck and figurine. Oh, well, scales were vast. What to say? Wait, what? Yeah. I was just over there today, actually. I'm surprised I haven't run into you yet. So let's see here. Where was I? Okay, right. Still rolling with the news. So I know everybody's attention is really focused on this amazing looking Daredevil, but Mayface also dropped another figure that I am very curious about. The Jubilee. It's a Jubilee. This looks really good. So we got her cloth jacket and got some wiring in there too. And because Mayfax tend to be a lot smaller than Marvel Legends figures, I think if she scales in properly with the Mayfax X-Men, she's going to be perfect for the Marvel Legends X-Men. And because of her cloth jacket, this might work. It might be the one I've got to use now for my display. I still think I prefer that blowing bubble head sculpt. I really think that's cool. But this is a nice looking Jubilee figure. And you can really pose her up as opposed to some of the less posable ones. And there we go. We got the blowing bubble head sculpt too. So I don't know. I'm really interested in this. I want to see how she scales with the X-Men. But if she's smaller, I cannot see not getting this figure because the ones that we have, she's pretty much eye to eye with Wolverine. And yeah, that's okay, but so much better. And she's got more effects, not the normal ones that we see all the time with the same Marvel Legend figures. So kind of dig it. Kind of think that's a good way to go. And got some translucent effects. So price is not cheap, but for Jubilee, scaled a little bit better and has their jacket where it's soft goods. I can see making that move. DJ Jedi. Toy Biz Bishop was not only a notorious shelf diver and a habitual line stepper, but also wildly out of scale with pretty much the entire rest of the way. Yes, he was. He was wild. But I like the figure and I still have him. Everybody's got a price. Jibru. I'm excited those Star Trek toys. I want the captain of the Enterprise C from my favorite episode of New Generation, yesterday's Enterprise. It's so good. And I pre-ordered Mayfax Jubilee. Yeah, she's a winner. Felix, Mayfax Jubilation is a must for me. I'm with you. Green Man, I know I'm going to regret not getting her pre-order, but the pics always make the figures look like you won't miss out on much. But in person, they look cool, like Daredevil and Cap. Yes. King Collector. I still got my old Art Asylum original series Star Trek figures with the McFarlane Kirk, and they still hold up. Nice. All right, let's see. Where are we here? Entertainment Earth has a big sale right now on Super 7 figures. It's a spectacular savings and 30% off and free shipping. I think that's after you hit the 39 price point, but basically that covers everything because their figures start at $39. So yeah, you're good. So we got Bartman, Krusty. So this is the usual sale that we see of Super 7 figures where it's like, oh, I'm not paying $54 for it. No, I can get it for $39. And then, hey, Scorpio, my guy, Duffman, Monty Burns, Scarlet, Ralph Wiggum, Doc, Lilo and Stitch's Stitch. Some more Disney figures. I wish they had kept going with those. Let's see. Starscream, Red Ranger, Robin Hood, Stork, Rita Repulsa. Pretty solid deal for all that she's got. Krang. And let's see. Quicksilver, Lady J. Trying to see if there's anyone that's like, oh, wait, you got to grab this one. Woodhammer, which I do have, is really fun. So is Buzzsaw. If you don't have them, those are really good recommendations. I wish I'd noticed Monstar because I would have liked to have gotten him for that price. But yeah, so really good sale. Take advantage of it. Had Hot Toys. Showed off this guy. And boy, Savage Press from Clone Wars. And they're really getting into the Clone Wars. This dude looks amazing. They did an awesome job with his head sculpt and got the cracked horn or cracked horns, plural. His armor looks really cool. And they just did a great job with this figure. Like the color scheme looks cool. I remember when I was not watching Clone Wars and I saw this, I'm like, it's so lame. I was wrong. Really nice looking figure. And he just looks cool. And I've got to figure out how to make this work. But yeah, very awesome. And yeah, looks good. The price again, not the most budget friendly, but because he's not coming until March 2026, you start putting away at $50 a month, and it's nothing. So there you go. Really think they did a nice job with him. Then it's time for a little wish list action. Hasbro Pulse. We're going to London, baby. London is calling. And we're going to see some reveals from tomorrow through October 27th. Happy birthday to me. I'm still available, Hasbro crew, if you want me to pop on October 27th to introduce the Banshee in green and yellow. You know how to reach me. So we'll see where this goes, but what do y'all want to see? What are you hoping to see? I guess we'll get some London, England themed characters, maybe another Union Jack, maybe another Captain Britain. What do you want to see? And then, of course, got this, the Pulse Premium 1027 event. It's back at noon on October 27th. We'll get to see some more reveals and some cool stuff. I'm trying to figure out if they're going to have some pre-orders. I don't think so. But there you go. So that's that. Very exciting time. Can't wait to see what they show. What do y'all hope to see from it? Poop. Main window. There we go. Brent Dash Jubilee is a must, right? It's a good deal for Super 7. With you, Felix. Jalen, I still haven't ordered the Heart Foundation, but luckily we usually have a bit of time to get Coliseum collection sets. Oh man, that Jubilee does look nice. So I've been playing a long game with this Coliseum set because they had that crazy sale on Creations Mattel last year where it was buy one, get one free. And there's been quite a few Coliseum sets. I got the Roddy Piper and George Animal Steel, the Heart Foundation. They had that sale again. I'm pouncing Monty Brown style to get them right away. Maybe get the WCW Nitro ring with that sale too, but yeah, locking in on that one. Devin B. I think they have the new Eagle Moss type shops of the Stargazer and the new Enterprise. Nice. Cream Man. I got the Super 7 Deluxe Lionel. Man, his joints are stiff even after heating them up. Looks good with everyone though. Nice. G Brew. Mr. Burns and Sideshow Bob are my favorite Simpsons characters. Yes. You be playing. Do you think we'll get a George Reeve from McFarlane? I don't know why he wouldn't. He seems to dig deep into the lore of the characters. So we got a Christopher Reeve one. I don't think it's off the table. Maybe there's enough interest. I think if Todd thinks people would buy it, he'll make it. So maybe so. Jalen, that Savager press is looking nice. Surprised we aren't seeing more Mezco style 112 scale Star Wars offerings from someone out there. There is another. Oh, love anytime I can work that in the dialogue. Oh, let me see here if I can actually find it. Because my friends, my text that thread crew, there's a Boba Fett from a company. I'm trying to find it quickly while we're on, of course, because I'm trying to find it. That means it's going to be way further up in the text thread than I will send it to you. That's what I'll do. But yeah, pretty interesting. King Collect. I wish Entertainment Earth had that Super 7 Ultimate Snake for sale. I still need that one. Snake Eyes wants to see Yellow Jacket. Yes, please. G-Brew, London calling to the zombies of death. Quit holding out and drawing another breath. Michael Sullivan, X Factor Rachel. Do we want X Factor or do we want Excalibur? Undercover Cult. Hasbro doesn't do Yellow Jacket now that Giant Man is shipping. It'll be a huge missed opportunity. Mayfax Jubilee looks amazing. Thank you. I think so too. OMG, Monty Brown. Man, listen, that dude was a beast. I loved early TNA. I was popping down that $5 like, here, let's sign up for another week. America's Most Wanted, Triple X. Oh man, I was paying to saying that you would pay for a monthly pay-per-view, but I was like, yes, here you go. Truth was awesome there. I kind of wish they would do that here in WWE with them, but man, heel Truth and TNA was awesome. Jalen, who's making these new track figures that people are talking about? Speaking figures still holding out in my collection. Oh, let me see here. I believe pop them up for you real fast. Oops. Let's see. Let's go. I'm sure Big Bad Toy Store has this readily available for me or for us. Let's take a stroll. I thought because I got my email from them and they were like, check out our new Star Trek figures. All right, let's see. Let's try it this way. Red One, convict, the block. Y'all looking forward to watching Red One? I think it'll be fun. Shoot. Okay, not this page. This is what always happens. All right, let's try it this way. Hiya Toys. Yeah. So they look really good. And I can actually speak on this because I've been enjoying these figures or characters from the newest Star Trek movies. And oh, that's cool. Separate head sculpt. I feel like the price point is a little bit much, but it's a really nice looking figure. So let's see. We got Sulu, Mr. Sulu. Nice looking figure. Did he get with a sword? Because I feel like in the third one, he did have a duel. That was fun. This head sculpt here. Jeez. You want your Harold and Kumar custom? There you go. Really nice work. I'm digging the figures. No dagger, no sword. And they've got a little stand there too. Oh, these figures look really cool. Then we got then of course we got the X06, and those are Hot Toys prices, but they look really good. I mean, this Picard, solid looking figure there. I mean, that's a Jean-Luc. So, I mean, solid stuff there. Let's go back here. There you go. I think my favorite Coliseum set is the Jake and Rude set. Damien is made of bendy wire, and Rick Rude comes when he can pose him with his hands behind his back with a kissing skin. What I'd like to have right now is for all you Oklahoma oatmeal sucking dogs, keep the noise down, or I take my robe off and show everybody what a real sexy man is supposed to look like. Hit my music. King Collector. Yeah, I need that deluxe line on to replace my Maddie. It's time, but I definitely will be buying it in store now. Let's start it out. A redo Domino. Yes. Hey, listen, Nathan, you and me, man. Early TNA was incredible. Seriously. I mean, I felt like it was great. Like LAX. It was so good right up until Kurt Angle came. And I love Kurt Angle, but I felt like when they had him come and beat Samoa Joe, who had destroyed the roster the first time, it's like, come on, what are we doing? So good. Love that stuff. Blake Tarpley, Yellow Jacket. Oh, wait a minute. I remember that figure promise. Jimmy, Rachel Summers, Cassandra Nova, Kate Bishop, and Clint Barton from the Fraction Era. Hasbro, get on it, Hasbro. Oh, y'all talk about the Suntan Superman? Yes. Dude, his pro. Oh, gosh. Man, Monty Brown is such a what if. That dude was on it. Randall G. Any Batman figure from Mego, Kenner, Mattel, OG Star Wars, OG Duke and Snake Eyes, V2, the entire Superpowers, holding on any Dusty Rhodes figures, plus my Playmates Star Trek figures. You're right. I want all the Excalibur. Yes. All right. I forgot how I was doing those. They look really good. No, the Star Trek toys they're talking about. The new line is from Nacelle toys. Okay. Snow Glare. Yeah, I like the look of Nacelle's line a whole lot more. Let me see if I can pull those up. Nacelle Star Trek figures. There you go. It was easy enough. All right, let's see if I can actually find these figures. Ugh. Let's go to Trekcore. Okay. But I think these are... Oh, I see. Let's do this so everyone can see, not just me. So here those figures are. Peter Preston. Valkyries. Cool looking figure. Captain Garrett. Tuvix. So they're doing a little bit of everything. Not bad. How much was the price point on these figures? So I feel like they don't need to be as expensive. Huh. All right. So that's those figures. Again, not a Star Trek expert, so I could not tell you. They're starting out super obscure, though. Will be interesting. Yeah, it will. DJ Jedi. Hasbro British theme. Does this mean we might finally get armored Psylocke or even hurt? Right. I'll take either one. Excuse me. Undercover Colton. The cell kind of came out of nowhere, like RKO, but they seem to be making some good offerings. Excuse me. That's solid. Does Hasbro have a license to make Miracle Man figures? Good question. Yeah, we definitely need a new recruit. They've got several. They've got the Ultimate Edition. They've got the Legends one that has his WCW look. So we got Root covered. Yes, the red one. Black Adam, Cap Torch, General J.J. Jameson, all in one Christmas movie. Yeah, Rick Cage, you know it. Nathan, WWE leftovers ruin the product. We can do a whole yeah, because geez, as soon as they started, here's everyone from WCW. Oh, it's like, no, they had like just the right amount of talent, who was new, and they had just the right sprinkling of like ECW rejects or leftovers, WCW cast-offs, and a few WWEs, but then it was like every week. Oh, I think of all of them, Christian was my favorite. Like, of course, Sting, but Christian fit in so well there that, man, TNA AJ Styles was amazing. My bad, phenomenal. Yeah, man, and him and Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe, him and Christopher Daniels versus LAX. Jeez. Raven was still peak form. Christian was best. Right. I mean, Christian was amazing in TNA. He was one. I was like, oh, you don't need WWE, dude. They need you. So much better there. The whole feuding with them, and then leading then Christian squad going over to Team Angle. Good stuff. May need to revisit watching some of that old TNA because it was great. All right. Max Williams, when are we getting the Shark Boy? Let me tell you something. The little sharks are in the guppies. So fun. Yeah. I miss old school TNA. All right, let's see here. So DJ Jetta asked this question, and he asked specifically about Toy Biz, your Marvel Legends figures. But I want to expand it because it was like, not everybody collects Marvel Legends. People came in late. What figures are you still holding on to from your collection that are just like not going anywhere? They are still here. They can't be stopped because they're in your collection for life. So, of course, the one I wanted to show you right away, I'm going to have to get up from the booth and grab them, but I'll be right back. Gosh, I really try to forget that part. Samoa Joe in the X Division was ridiculous in the best. So good. Just absolutely great. They messed it up when Hogan got there with the band NWO. I mean, it was getting a little bit too much. Here's everyone from the other promotions. I did love King Booker. He was fantastic. Nash was there early enough that I was like, okay. And Sky Steiner was cool. I mean, they were okay for a while, but it was just like it got overrun with all the WWE, WCW talent. King of Lighter, I don't know about the scale on those figures. Anybody else out there know? Nathan, we will max the ROH reissue special. They need to. Undercover Colton. I didn't buy him when he came out, but the Jackal still really holds up. Absolutely. He's a great figure. And he's not my favorite character by far, but he is such a great figure. He's got that great head sculpt. Gave him hands where he could go stroking his chin, where he can do the maniacal hands clasp. Love that figure. Black stuff, man. Come on now. Oh man, him commentating with Nash, part of Main Event Mafia. Good stuff. Devin B, 2000 Marvel, Masters of the Universe. Love that show. I am so mad that I got rid of those figures when Mattel started doing the classics because I really felt like this was a bad call. I want to see here if I can find it because I was looking for some other pictures of some old figures. And I think I know. Geonosis. I think. Darn it. So I had a setup in the back of my collection. Of course, I can't find it now. But I had a really cool setup with those 2000 figures. They were so well done. I mean, they weren't super articulated, but they were really well done figures. That's probably the one line that I'm like, you should not have gotten rid of those. And yeah, I have the Motu classics, and I have the Masterverse, and I have the new Attorney figures, but I would have happily kept those still in the collection. Maybe I could track them down because I really feel bad about that. Main Event Mafia was great with heel Sting. See, even then, I felt like Sting wasn't really a heel, and that's why they turfed him out. But I kind of dug it because he was so far above the chaos and the confusion. Man. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm like so far behind Star Trek, but I feel like I would enjoy it. There's so many other things. You literally just described the pose I have him in. They has because it's such an awesome figure. Great figure. I'm pretty sure that's the one I used for my main picture for him, and that's how I have him on my shelf too. Where it's like, this guy is awesome. It's such a fun. He's so fun to pose. Gosh, this is back in the I'm still learning how to shoot figures era. So forgive me for how lame the photos looks, but let's see here. I don't have that picture. Yeah, I need to. I feel like I should go back and do better figure photography pictures of some of these. But anyway, yeah, Jocko's a really nice figure. Oops. Blake, I still have all the Toy Biz Iron Man. Yes. Spider-Man and Fantastic Four from the mid 96 and on. They were a jump up in sculpting from the previous X-Men line from 93 or so. I won't get rid of those. Yeah, I'm holding on to those too. I'll keep holding on sometimes. G-Brew, Build-A-Figure Brood Queen, Build-A-Figure Apocalypse, Hasbro. The smaller one or the Toy Biz one? Build-A-Figure Warlock, Build-A-Figure Age of Apocalypse, Cyclops, Colossus, not Cyclops, are going nowhere. That Colossus figure is so great. I really hope that they've not like, okay, we've done enough, because they really, really could do another 2 waves of Age of Apocalypse figures, because we still need a lot more characters. Green Man, I still hold over the Toy Biz Green Goblin, Hasbro's old 2005 She-Hulk. That look still isn't made. NECA Superman for Justice League, the Mighty Collector, Panther. I'm with you. This is my Green Goblin sitting on the middle of my Spider-Man villain shelf because he's great and he's better than the versions that we got from Hasbro so far. He sits on his Goblin glider so well too. Toy Biz Build-A-Figure Apocalypse is cemented in my displays. Presence makes the collection so much more dynamic. You can see him, I think, right there, underneath there. But yeah, really fun figure. You would not enjoy Voyager. No, it does not even actors. Thank you for that warning. Toy Biz Blade. Yeah, he is. I just need to find a better leather jacket now because mine, it is literally falling apart. I'm like, I didn't even do anything. Don't have him, but Toy Biz Man Thing still looks really great. Says Undercover Colton. Same thing with Living Zombie. Yeah. Recommend TOS. Help me out. No, you will. Oh, the original series. You're not gonna get me with. I'm so far off on these acronyms for them. Rathacon. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I've watched the movies. I watched a ton of the original series because it was on syndication. It's just midway through New Generation. I would say that it's not even like I don't like it anymore. It's just I stopped watching it. And then there were so many more things that came out. So it's a weird thing. I mean, I dig it. It's just I don't know. I'm not as committed to it. It's like everything else. Max, even though it's a little small, the sculpt on the DC superheroes Clayface is one of my all-time favorites. It is really nice. It's a really well done figure. I think that one got supplanted by the DC multiverse one, but 2 separate eras of Clayface. But it's a really fun one. How are the arms holding up on your figure? Still together? David Thanos. I always move around my collection and have the newer ones up front, but the only older ones I keep up front is that Ultimate Ray Flare is one of my favorites. Yes, it is. And they did drop the ball, not making more Flare Ultimate. So, like, they should have spammed him like they do Ultimate Warrior. Because I feel like, there were so many more robes they could have done. Like, after we got that purple one, which I was really happy about, which one would you want to see next? Like green and yellow or white? And what combination did he wear with the white tights? Is it purple boots? I think it was purple boots. The light blue, the black tights, maybe not black. I feel like they're so boring. But there were so many more flares they should have done. Rick Hayes says 3 collectibles are unshakable. DC Classics, yes. Eagle Moss Marvel DC figurine collection. Hey, I'd love to see a picture of those. And my comic book shop has them and they look really cool together. So I love to see how you have them displayed. Hasbro Marvel Universe. Yeah, I've tried, but I can't get rid of them. James Ben, Toy Biz Sabretooth and Beast. Which one? That face off Sabretooth, which is so great. And Beast, I still have Beast, but I have him as part of my X Factor collection. He's a really nice figure, though. Michael Solis, that Marvel Fing Fang Boom Wave, the whole wave holds up to this day. I don't remember who all was in it. It was 2 of them, right? What's up, Christopher Vose? Hello, everyone in the chat. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Dark Knight 297. Still have all my DCC figs. I'm never, ever getting rid of them. Yeah, I can't imagine me doing that either. Because it's like, through the frustration, seeing that JSA shelf is like, wow, they did the classic Golden Age Justice Society. They gave us a pretty decent amount of the modern Justice Society for the time, even though there were some glaring holes. No Sand, no Hawk Girl, no Jakeem Thunder, no Hour Man, Dr. Midnight. I mean, they could have done another wave of those. David Thanos, we need an Ultimate Flair in that black robe when he won the Rumble with a tear in my eye. Put that cigarette out. Do I have Paramount Plus? No. And that's the main reason why I haven't caught up on all these Star Trek shows, because it's like literally the home to watch those. But maybe I'll do one of those trials and just binge it. Maybe I'll do that during the break. Jibru, Fright features Egon is my favorite figure of all time. He's never going anywhere until I die. I mean, you can pack him in there where you're like laying in there. Christopher Rose, I have a collection of every Buffy Angel character. The deluxe line really holds up well, despite being 20 years old. I use those Buffy and Angel characters as like audience members for my wrestling figures. They've managed to get sized down too small now to my Marvel Legends, as they've gradually had a little bit of a scale creep, but they made for great civilian characters until they got too small. But yeah, they're really great for audience members. John, I still have the OG Dragon Man, and he isn't going anywhere. He is a really nice figure too. Max says same here. Snuggler, I only have a handful of DCCs, but I'll probably keep most of them too. DC's the world's leader for not quite getting it right. It sure feels that way. Strange New Worlds is worth watching if you turn off your brain. Lower Decks is okay if you accept that it's a comedy parody, says Christopher Vose. And G Bruce says, Deep Space Nine. Watch Deep Space Nine. All right. G Bruce, I love Lower Decks. King Collector, yeah, DCH. I don't know why I keep throwing that in there. Clayface is going nowhere in my collection. Irreplaceable, arms repainted, sealed, looking great. Interesting. So what did you seal them with? Bobo, what's up, everyone? What's up, Bobo? I have a lot of the OG McFarlane sports figures. They ain't going nowhere. I don't have a lot. I just have the 49ers and Lakers. Those 2 I have. But yeah. All right, let's see here. Oh, right. I went to get them and I just forgot to. I showed you my guy, Green Goblin. But this guy, I want the belt, even though he was not at that era. Giant Gonzalez. I mean, short of putting fur on him, this Jax figure is all I need. I mean, they did the painted on muscle suit, which is absurd and ridiculous. And I thought I'd super glue these ankles because he is a whoop for all everybody. Yeah, I mean, I want to put on a little bit of fur, but this figure holds up because he does not need to have super articulation. And he doesn't need to do a full kick to Undertaker's face, and he can choke just fine. So I mean, this figure holds up really well, and I mean, it's just such a ridiculous look for him. But I had a figure, and I like him. There's apparently all kinds of issues with the licensing to who holds the rights to Giant Gonzalez, so we're never going to really see another figure. No Mattel one, but this is one of the Jax figures that still is hanging on in my collection. Devin, I still have all my 25th anniversary Joes too. I invested way too much into that line. I have a massive amount of Cobra Troopers and Crimson Guardsmen. That one I went hard on the army building because they helped. They did like a whole 5-pack of Crimson Guard figures, and then those. Did they call them Toxo Vipers? I think they called their zombies. I think they might have just called them Zombie Vipers. They were really cool. So yeah, I've got those too. So yeah, that paint job was great, right? Oops. Our Man and Dr. Midnight were made. No, I'm talking about the modern JSA versions. They did classic golden age versions, but at the time they were really key members of the current JSA title too. JSA Hawkgirl was a head portrait to swap with modern Hawkgirl face. Sir Jeff is a Star Trek is into wrestling. Jayla says I have a shelf full of Playmate Star Trek figures. I also have some of the Artist Island figures and new Migos. Nice. You know, I want to see your Migo collection too. I randomly met one of the Four Horsemen at a bodega through a friend of a friend back in the early 2000s. When it came up in combo that, you know, when you said Four Horsemen, I thought you were talking about Tully. When it came up in combo that I was a collector, gifted me a Motu 2000 Zodiac. Still have it. That's cool, DJ Jedi. Which one did you make? Me. I never liked Giant Gonzalez, but that figure does look good. Like, there's like literally no good Giant Gonzalez match. There's no good El Gigante match, but I don't know. Just something about a big, tall dude lumbering around like an ant, slowly coming for Ric Flair. I want the belt. Hilarious. Christopher, that wrestler paint job reminds me of Frenchie Snuga Attack, an Australian comedian who tattooed abs on his sword. So this is like a muscle suit, which is so weird. It's like a really tight spandex deal where they're airbrushed. So this is like an airbrushed suit that he's wearing, which is absurd. I don't know why I have this figure. I mean, because again, no great matches, but it's just fun to have them in the collection. David Daniels, I missed my 25th anniversary jokes. Rick kept Zartan and Armored Coco. The good thing, though, I've seen if I want to buy them back at the same price I sold them for. That's good. So with the Armored Coco Command, I put one of the Crimson Guards heads on them so I could do the Fred thing. But yeah. King Collector, I repainted the arms color match brown and sealed with Model Masters acrylic clear. Rip Model Masters. Christopher votes. Do we definitely know the scale of the Nacelle Company Star Trek figures? I've heard 112, 7-inch, 6-inch, and 110. I don't know. Sorry. Imagine El Gigante and RoboCop in a match. They get over creep. Those commercials are absurd. But man, I geeked out so hard. That whole journey of Sting trying to get revenge on the Horsemen. Oh man. Even got Lex to come back and help him out again. Fun stuff. Good time at WCW. Till they were like, oh yeah, Sting needs people to fight. Let's come up with a Black Scorpion. Frustrations. Okay. So I think it's about that time. So the rules of our little game that Blake so graciously hooked everybody up with was you needed to subscribe to Lyle's movie files in addition to Lyle's figure files to be eligible to compete. You had to do that between September and October 1st. And I let it go for another week or so just because why not? I'm trying to see if I have our image still here. Oh, here it is. So you can see the rules yourself. Bam. There you go. Tanner, you must be subscribed to Lyle's Figure Files and Lyle's Movie Files by October 1st. Drawing on Lyle's Figure Files, October 24th, 8 p.m. Must live in the continental United States. So, I think I figured out a way to do this. So, we're going to do this live. I'm going to put in this hashtag. So, you're going to put in this hashtag right now. You can't see it if I do that. There we go. That hashtag. Right now, what you're gonna do is we continue on for like another 10 minutes to give everybody a shot to enter into it. And then we're going to do a live drawing to see who wins this deal. But if you're a subscriber to Lyle's Movie Files, you'll definitely get it. And then I'm going to have to check for everybody. So what I will probably do is do 2-3 rounds, because if you're not a subscriber of Lyle's Movie Files, fortunately, you won't be able to win this one. But Blake has said, hey, this is fun. Let's do another giveaway. So we're going to do some more. So if you miss out on this one, it's okay. We're going to do another one. But start using that hashtag in the comments. That's how you get into it. And I will be able to keep track of who's got 2 entries right now. Good. Yes. Good luck, all. Speaking of meeting people, I met Haslab Jim Duggan last Friday. I was 10 years old again. He was very cool. I met him, I guess it was at New York Comic Con pre-pandemic. But yeah, it was really fun seeing him. What if I have a continental US shipping address? Well, that works. As long as you can get it. Probably said elsewhere, but what were your views on upcoming Cobra Porta Potty playset? Familiar with that one. What is that? Black Scorpion was worse. And the thing is, it could have been cool, but they dragged it out too long. They just let Al Perez be the Black Scorpion for a week or so, have him fight. There you go. And then that's it. Like, have Sid challenge him at Halloween Havoc, lose. Have him fight, I don't know, Stan Hansen in November. Well, I guess they didn't even need to do that because they weren't doing a pay-per-view every month at that point. Have him fight Stan Hansen at Starrcade. Maybe Stan breaks his neck going Bruno, breaks his neck in November, and then he comes after Sting in December at Starrcade. They could have had Sting do a really long title run without even having to worry about Ric Flair. But that darn Scorpion thing was the worst, because it just did not do him any favors. Oh, that's funny. I like it. I think it's really cool that they have like a bunker, and I'm really digging the fact that you can just stack them up as high as you want, because that gives Lowlight some nice targets. Him and all the other snipers, Spirit, Shooter. There's tons of G.I. Joe snipers. Snow Job if it's in the snow. So I dig it. I think it's really fun, and the Trench Viper has a cool color scheme too. So yeah, it's nice. Crazy story. Growing up, my guy was always Jake the Snake. Way back when I worked at hotels, I get a call and it's this lady, and she asked if there's a wrestler's rate, and I said, who? She said, Jake. Nice. Did you get to meet him? I met Piper at San Diego Comic Con. He was so good to fans. That does not surprise me at all. He seems like a really nice guy, or seemed like a really nice guy. I once copped a deluxe 12-inch big guy and Rusty the Big Guy, the boy robot, on clearance at a KB for like $20. Articulation is trash, but he looks right at home with my MP Optimus and SOC Lion and vehicle. Oh man. So you have both versions of Voltron? That's cool. What's SOC? Van Doom, has anyone seen the McFarlane question figure in toys? That is the question. I have not. I'm not seeing much McFarlane stuff. I'm seeing, what's there now? Wave Rider on clearance. Fire, Metallo. That's about it. In the Kryptonite Doomsday and Superman, which I don't want. Rick Cage says the Nacelle figures are 6-7 inch, under $30. Source TNI. Okay. And I was your kid. We hang up and she calls back and asks for my name. 30 minutes. I see Jake out of the corner of my eye. First thing I said was DDT me. He brought me an autograph pick. That's cool. I purchased a question at my Walmart. That might do it. Yeah, so I have 2 good Walmarts. The one I work by is not one of those, which is disappointing. King Collector. SOC is solo chokin. Okay, thank you. Right, let's see. David Thanos. Didn't you see the question once? It's very possible. David is like a master of finding things. All right, so it's almost that time. What I'm going to do, like I said, is oops. I saw the McFarlane Ragman. It looks small. He should. I mean, he shouldn't be bulky and big, right? I know they did both versions of Geoforce. So yeah, I think I want the more Outsiders color scheme one. My two Walmart suck. My closest two are like yours. I had to travel to go to a good Walmart. What's the question? Did you see the question? That worked out well on both levels. All right, so like I said, I'm going to do 3 of these drawings, and I'm going to put them in order, of course. So if the winner of the first one is a subscriber to both LMF and Lyle's Figure Files, they win. I'm going to keep doing that. And what I'm going to do is then have you take a screenshot for me of you subscribing to Lyle's Movie Files, because for what, and both actually, because YouTube doesn't show me all the subscribers, which I thought they did, so it made things a little bit confusing. Anyway, just take a screenshot, shows when you subscribe. We're all good. So yeah, that's it. And of course, to send that to me, you'll need to send it to my email. That is Lyles, my last name, Lyles, movie files at gmail.com. All right, so let's see here. Oops, I visit 6 different Walmarts for work. I have a fair idea of their toy sections, but Canadian Walmarts. So, age may vary. Nice. I mean, Ragman looks like 6 inches. I thought he was smaller anyway. Yeah, I saw him. I hit him up top to come back. He was gone. Nice. Christopher Vote says 59 in the chat, 49 likes. Come on, votes. We can do better. Surely you can do better. Little Count Dooku shout out. All right. It's that time. So what we're going to do, like I said, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. All right. Let's see if I can make this work first. Percent. Stop that screen. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can present this one. Share screen. Oh no. That wasn't smart. All right, let's see. Let's do this here. Copy and sorry. Oops. I had to shift this to another window because it wasn't cooperating. No worries. I can just do it on to and there you go. Okay. Sorry for all that super suspense and drama. Interesting. Okay. So I have 16 entries. Is that correct? 16 seems small, but you know it. I couldn't tell you which horseman it even was. I never even heard of them before that day. Celebrity toy sculptors wasn't really a thing then. I didn't realize what a big deal they were until years later. Yes. Email. Styles Movie File. Snake Eyes, I know you're good. you're on the chat every week, so I know you're good. No one has space for the Rattler, apparently. All right, but we're gonna find out. So let's see here. Let's do this. I'm going to do the first one. Apparently, I'm gonna just have to take a shot. Actually, let me try something else. It's not working the way I wanted it to. So let's do this. Sorry to make you do it again, but let's do that. Start elements. Shoot. Back. Met this. Oops. That's why. All right. Great. Okay. That worked. Love when it comes together. The plan worked. Let's start doing this. And time to do our draw. Oh, my email. I've got yours. You're good. It's lylesmoviefiles at gmail.com. Do it twice. Do it right. All right, here we go. We're about to start doing the very first one. So let's go. Again, like I said, if The first one is for someone who I know for sure is on there. Then there we go. All right, so you all see the screen. Great. I'm assuming everyone sees the screen. Yes, yes. Oops, not you. Let's draw. It's see who wins. No, Chris, you're good. This is for the proof of subscriptions. Time for the draw. Let's do it. Snake Eyes. Looks like you. So Snake Eyes, congratulations. You are the winner of our very first giveaway, the Haslab Rattler. So there you go. And I know you're subscribed to all of them. So I don't even need your you don't need to send me the screenshots. All you need to do, Snake Eyes, is send me your you can send it to me and I'll send it to Blake. But yeah, just send me your information and we'll get you that Haslab Rattler. Congratulations. Thank you for all your support. So there you go. Membership does have its privileges. Congratulations, Snake Eyes. This is Christopher. I love the good sports. I'm back at 579. Congrats. Congratulations, Snake Eyes. Hey, congratulations, Snake Eyes. Nice, Snake Eyes. Congrats, brother. Congrats, dude. Wow. Thank you. I love you guys. You're like family. Congrats, Snake Eyes. Congrats. Snake Eyes winning a Rattler. Bloody Ninja stole. Congratulations. All right, so Snake Eyes. All right. Wow, I didn't even know what the game was for. Congrats. I'll make sure that you have the. Again, I know you subscribe, so no need for anything else from you outside of your address. So I can make sure, Blake and I can make sure that we get this off to you. I'm writing my email address very carefully so you can write it down as our winner. And as I said, Blake and I have talked. Blake has graciously agreed to do another one. So stay tuned. Send me an email, Snake Eyes, to that. Vin Doom. Cool. Congrats, Snakes. Thanks for your generosity, Blake. What you gonna do? So what do you want me to do, Jeff? Where do you want me to put my address? Email there. We're all good. Congrats, Snake Eyes. All right. Well, it's a great, fun show. And again, we'll be doing more giveaways. I'll also be doing some movie giveaways too. Like, you know, I think I might have a Twisters digital code giveaway. So stay tuned because I've got the 4K. So stay tuned for that. Lots more giveaways, a lot more videos, a lot more content. So thank you all so much for watching, hanging out with us. Blake, again, thank you so much for sponsoring our Haslab Rattler giveaway. And don't be, don't be a stranger. If you missed out on this one, we're going to be doing a watch along next Friday, and probably do a little Halloween theme action. So hang out with us. It allows movie files every Wednesday. We do it at 8:05, and every Thursday I'm here doing live on Allows Figure Files, talking about all the cool stuff on the figure world. On Allows Movie Files, we talk about comic books, we talk about wrestling, we talk about movies, we talk about packages. So it's a lot of fun. So thank you so much for everybody for hanging out and kicking it with us. And we will absolutely do it again real soon. Thank you. Hope you all have an awesome weekend. I'll be doing something pretty much every day the next few, because with Marvel drops, Hasbro drops, and whatever we see on Post 1027. So for now, this episode of Lyle's Figure Files has been filed.